VRE with distribution. This will be the next indicator that Alpha Trading will be publishing. This or the volatility panel. Wolfsbane has been published. Beautiful indicator. Yeah, this thing is money. Money! Let me see here. Got working. Woo! Man, we're tapping this freaking. We're tap in the center of this weekly range. Right? Just tapping away at it. Finally broke below it right here in this last 15-minute candle. Went down, tested first standard deviation on the 4-hour candle to the downside, to the dollar, as usual. Right? These volatility ranges for price action and these standard deviation and probability levels for normal distribution and Laplace distribution hit constantly. This is this is one of the biggest parts of my trading edge, right? Obviously, along with my main chart, which is right here, looking good with the Wolfsbane. Beautiful. And all these AVRs soon will be, well, I don't know if I'm going to replace them. You know I love looking at these 3 AVRs, but we're making it a lot easier for people. We sure are. We're going to have a volatility panel that's going to tell you what all 3 of these indicators are flashing at you. Right? This is one of the hardest things to grasp. So we're going to make it easy. We're going to make it easy with people. Right? Everybody wants those indicators that are like, this is what's going on. Hit the green button, hit the red button, right, left jab, right cross, all that kind of fun shit. Let's see who we got rolling. My 2 favorite people. Life is good at Alpha Trading. Making indicators is our hobby. You're lucky these guys got me handcuffed and duct tape. I'd probably be spilling the beans on everything else we're doing. But yeah, I promised I'll shut up. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, once we started closing these 15-minute candles again below this Gaussian mean right here, one thing we were building a little bit of bull div on the 15-minute, right? But yeah, it's not looking good. And to be honest, I've been talking about it for this whole day, right? As soon as we opened up yesterday, I was in the chats talking about this first standard deviation level to the downside, normal distribution, right around 46.6 area. Now, man, we are stacked up right down here. We've got the second standard deviation, normal distribution on this 4-hour candle, last 4-hour candle of the day. We've got the first standard deviation, normal distribution on the daily. We've got the bottom of the weekly range, and we've got the second standard deviation Laplace distribution, 95.4% probability range of Laplace distribution down here as well. Got a little 4-pack of yum, right? This is a price action bouncing machine down here. If we get down here, right? We are hitting this first level of interest for this daily volatility range for price action. That's a solid green line. And like I said, we did just bounce off first standard deviation on this 4-hour candle to the downside, normal distribution. So we will see. It's kind of looking, I wouldn't be a bit surprised we pump up here and reject off the 68.3 right here. And then come on down. I've been seeing this. Let's go. Boop, let's bounce around a little bit. Let's go over on the 4-hour chart. Just because this whole time, right, from about, give me a second. The old trackpad acting up. There we go. Go back to the 4-hour. So, this baby's been printing bold div from this candle right here. All these higher highs, right? Bull div or bear div. And we really haven't seen that play out like I've been talking about. And I was talking yesterday right? When we started, I saw it setting up. This bear div didn't print yet on the Wolfsbane, but it was setting up. And I saw this rejection early in the morning. Was that yesterday? Yes. Early in the morning yesterday, we got this rejection. So that part was printed. Then we got the second leg of this bear div that printed. Just the fact that we're printing these, actually it's three, right? We got one little print right here. So there's 3 stabs of bear div, rejection off the zero mean. I mean, a perfect rejection off the zero mean. Z-score has been going down. Same thing from the top right here. There's a couple stabs of bear div. And the returns, the log returns right now are heading up. The R squared is telling you, though, don't take that trade. Don't take that trade to the north. You're going to regret it. That's why we built in this coefficient of determination between log returns and price action. Very important. Very important indeed. That's what makes this entire indicator very powerful. The 3 parts of this together, when you learn how to read it, it is literally painting you a picture. It's painting you a picture of what's going on. So yeah, it's going to take a little time though. I don't expect people to get this right away. It's just like I didn't read my whole chart right away, right? But this is I mean, I'm already there. I can take a peek at this and understand what's happening, but it's going to take people a little while, and which is fine. Study. Read the description if you do have access to this indicator, and keep a look on your invite-only box. Those of you who will be receiving it, you'll know by the end of the day here. I'm pretty sure it's happening as we speak. Read the description, the different parts of this indicator, and like I said, study. Let's see, did we print? Yeah, we got a couple stabs of bear div on the DLP too. Entropy, Entropy's going back into randomness right now. Let me see what's going on in these AVRs. Yeah, we've got the lower two. We've got the lower 2 length AVRs. They are expanding, negatively correlated. The high length AVR is expanding, positively correlated. That is a recipe for this thing to come down to that area I'm talking about. But at the same time, this high length, very powerful. That's why on this 4-hour candle, let's blow this up real quick. You're seeing that big bear wick right there. And look where this power means at, right? On the 4-hour, about 46,560. Just more confluence of that 46.6 area that we're seeing over here on the VRE. This entire area right here, that's where the 4-hour power mean is. This is how all this works together, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's see here. Let's check out the 12-hour real quick. Yeah, see, we did. We printed this bear div too on the 12-hour. And I mean, we've got another point here that'll probably print at the close of this 12-hour candle. Let's see, what's that? 45.4 is the first. It's a little lower. Let's see here. Right now we're hanging on this log MA here at 47.243. That's what's bouncing price action. And then again on the daily, 46.5. 46.5 right there. So we're talking about on the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we've got all that confluence with the power mean. On the daily, we've got confluence. This bottom log MA and the power mean are within a few $100s. The MA is at about 46.5. Power mean's at about 46.250. This is what I've been talking about all day, right? In the chat and everything. Ton of confluence right here. Ton of confluence in this area. Can it overshoot that? Sure, but I'm telling you, man, this could be a real powerful bounce, just like all these off of the center of the monthly range have been, right? This yellow dotted line. We've got some good little scalps happening here. Bam, bam. This wasn't, I mean, that's not too bad for the 7255 that they go up to. Yeah, $500. I mean, hello. It's a game we play. Now we're definitely underneath. Where is this new daily volatility range going to be? It's right at this time. It's going to stay exactly where it's at. It's exactly where it's at. Especially, and that depends. In these last 3 hours, we say we get below this area, right? And we get a run down here to the top of the monthly volatility range. Until the end of the day, it just hangs down here. It is going to pull that down a little bit, and we'll pull it down. But if we were to come to this area in the next few hours and bounce from there and just come right back up, this new daily volatility range isn't going to change much. It's going to be in the same area. And like, once again, I was pretty much right on where I told you. I said the daily was going to be like 47.6, 47.7 area. The center, 47.760. The bottom was 47.583. So I pretty much nailed the bottom half of this daily volatility range. Let's see here. And that was just, right, just looking at this. And once you understand how to read price action, you'll be able to do the same thing. And all you alpha traders, obviously, I would already be practicing that. It's not like I just wait for the daily to populate these ranges. You know, this is a great indicator, this volatility range estimator. This is a fantastic indicator. Don't wait on it. You want to know. You want to know before the daily where price action is. Right now, if we stay down here, price action is going to open up the new day below the new daily volatility range. That means it could be used as a point of rejection. When that price does go up to the upside, it could reject from there. Just like when you open up above it, when you're coming into a new day, it could act as a position to bounce price action to the top side. This is a crazy area, though, like I said before, right? We got the monthly range, weekly range, these daily range piled up in them. There's going to be a bunch of volatility here. We're going to get a tighter range today, too, I would imagine. What was the entire range? Was about $300. We're probably going to drop that down at least half, maybe $150 range or something, and then maybe get a little more of a trending day like the previous. Right, like the previous day did. Yeah, we'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. Even though this was a little wider on that daily volatility range, we got a nice bounce off the volatility range. This is what I'm talking about. Price action opens up above the new daily and uses it to bounce. Boom, 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 boom. And it stayed above, through the end of the day, it stayed above the 68.3 Laplace distribution probability level. I'm a little surprised it didn't go up and test it today. Top side of the 68.3. Okay. Yeah, a little bit surprised, but at the same time, it's kind of been just hovering around this daily range. And it's literally, I mean, price action for a little while was above the weekly. The weekly's above the monthly. So these bears, man, they're going to try to keep this price action down here. In a perfect world for them, right? They're all just sitting around eating honey. They're high. They would love to get this down inside this monthly range. Here's the top of the monthly range, right? They would love to push this price action. I really don't think it's going to happen. Like I said, my bias obviously is to the upside. I've been talking about it for months, where I think this price action is going. And it could get there a lot faster than by the end of the year. But, yeah, I really think we're going to see $100,000 Bitcoin here very soon. Very soon. This baby's primed to just... That's what they do. They try to knock people out of their longs before a big move. That's why this thing has been so freaking volatile, right? It's been so volatile. Look at these previous days, right? I mean, all these moves are just knocking the crap out of people, busting their teeth loose. The smart person, right, would be getting in unleveraged positions and building upon them. Now, that's not how I trade, but I'm saying that would be smart. Using leverage in a situation like this is just, right? It's just stupid. You don't need leverage. You really don't. So it's a great way to wreck your account. Great way to wreck your account. I mean, that's what we teach at Alpha Trading too. You don't need leverage. Take your time. Learn how to trade volatility, probability, and statistics while you're building an account. There's no reason to be wrecking accounts as you're learning. You know, don't use leverage, get in smart positions, take your profit. It's easy. It's easy, says Bilbo. It really is. You give this some time, you'll be like, oh my God, what have I been doing my whole life? And the whole goal, right, if you're working a 9 to 5, is to stop, right? You don't want, who wants to work a 9 to 5? Not too many people. So that's why most people want to take on this trading thing, huh? Get out of that. All right, let's go over here real quick. Let's take a peek. Back off. What is that? 3. 48. At this point, I'm going to move this. I'm going to move this forward 3 from that big dump candle. 10 candles. So now that we're getting side. Let's see if this baby has anything to see here. There's always something to see here. So from this projection back here on PB2, right, we got the mean down here. It got tested twice, right? Now we're moving up to the top side of this 68.3 probability level of Laplace distribution from this projection. Excuse me. It's definitely rejecting from there, right? I mean, we closed that daily candle. I mean, what? So what is this, right? What is this? This is called a candle. This is a backfill, right? This is definitely a backfill. It's what's happening today. Usually, when you get a backfill like that, it's when exactly what I said, right? All these people on YouTube are like, oh, golden cross, golden cross. So people getting these over leveraged longs, right? We closed yesterday up there at about, what, 48.3 almost or something. It's dropped $1,000. If you're way over leveraged, you're already out of your position. Or, you know, they put in a stop loss, which is silly. Yes, I said that. Stop losses are silly. Keep it in your head. Monitor your trades. In my opinion, if you're not sitting at your workstation, you should not be actively trading, right? You should not be actively trading. It's a good way to get wrecked, especially in Bitcoin, for God's sake. So I would imagine this baby's going to make a run for the mean up here. Like I said, it's at 52.4. I'm talking about this yesterday. I'm talking about that number. Here you go. There's 52.7. 52.4 though is a stuff like that was a monthly level. It's not the daily one. Okay. It's at the 3 SD standard or normal distribution up here at 55. Like I said, by the end of the weekend, I would imagine we're going to come up here and test this level, part of the monthly range. That's the first significant level of the monthly range. It's down here. Right? Here's the bottom, middle, top. Pretty big. And actually, for a monthly range, that's actually pretty damn tight, to be honest. I mean, it's only a couple $1,000s. That's actually really tight for a month. So I could see this last 2 weeks of the month, this thing really take off. And here we go again, right? We got a little support down there on this first standard deviation to the downside on the 4 hour. And now we're right where I just said that we could possibly reject from. Bottom side of this 4 hour candle, 68.3 probability percentage Laplace distribution. Do these areas get respected? I mean, look at the wicks. I mean, look, we open this up, right? It pulls back immediately and bounces right back off the center of the weekly range. Boom, goes up to the bottom side of that 68.3 rejects. I mean, now this 15-minute candle's just like la-di-da-di in this little range right here. What breaks, right? What's actually stronger? Well, the center of this weekly range is way stronger. You can see I'm trying to break it. I'm trying to break it right here. Boom, 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 boom. Finally, we broke it. So it has been broken. So either way, it wouldn't surprise me. But if we do get back up in here, we're probably going to come right back up to center of the daily range again. Yeah, 4 hours boring. To be honest, 4 hours is real boring. So I like to keep it on the daily. You know what? Some index. Some people. There we go. Let's move this baby 1. Okay. So from this bottom down here at 20. We did start making a run for this 95.4% level. But yeah, it has didn't quite make it. But now you can see the top side of the 68.3. This is the 68.3 probability level for Laplace distribution on this projection from that local low down. It's gonna want to stay above here, you know, and that is gonna kind of tell you what's really going on. The buy and sell pressure, these high time frames, because it'll use this as a launch pad. What about? You know what? Yeah, it's that scamdemic dump. Let's back this baby up. Yeah, you heard that right. Scamdemic. 79 bars. Let's see what this looks like. Tell us something. Not much to tell, is there? We're just hovering in between the 95.4, 99.7. Let's shift this one more time. Remember, if you do have this, you want to put this on pivots of price. After that little sideways action there, we could put it there at 50. Okay, you back there. Yeah. So from this low right here, right about that launched from about 11K, 10,700 back in October of 20. You can see how we got outside the Laplace distribution model. So it was a no-brainer, right? We get up here at this all-time high at 65, right about there. This baby pulled back in. It's getting comfortable though. But to be honest, I mean, this would be a lot more valid to me if we would have seen a couple of these wicks, right, come down here. But remember, on the daily, these wicks were hitting significant levels. So we are on a weekly. You know what would be interesting? Start this on that dump. The little traders that live behind my eyeball are screaming. Put it right here. 19. Let's check this out. There we go. It makes a little more sense. Oh my God, it's actually beautiful. Oh, it's all hard. Turn off these PB1. Let's investigate. So yeah. Let's see. Look at this wick. Right to the 99.7 on the weekly projection. Then we went sideways for those 2.5 months after that big dump. Finally got back up above the 95.4. And if you remember in previous streams, I was talking about that on the daily, right? When you this price action back up inside the 95.4% probability range. On the weekly, it did do that. Use that as a launch pad. What's a mean at for this projection? Almost back at the all-time high, about 62K. I'm looking for that for sure. I have serious doubts that this is going to come back down and test the bottom side of this 95.4. I mean, that's we're talking 5K Bitcoin. Could it happen? Yeah, it's a probability. I'm not even looking at this 99.7, but that is a probability. Let's put we are on the weekly. Let me get a vertical. Let's put this right at the end. Let's see here. So bottom side of the 95.4, we're talking about $18,500 Bitcoin. It's a probability, right? It is a probability to the downside. I don't see it. I don't see it though. The bottom side of the 68.3, 60K. Top side, 102,000. That's very interesting. To be honest, I haven't looked at this weekly projection. So this is a first for all of us, right? That's actually pretty good. I mean, this thing doesn't really need to do much on the weekly till the end of the year, right? If you see this, start closing a weekly candle above 62K right in that area, get ready. By the end of the year, this baby's going to test that 68.3 top side, and that is $100,000 Bitcoin. But, right, we could go, that's a great, how many people you think are going to try to short that area? A lot of people, because it's such a significant number, right? 100K, ooh, it's getting a good short. That's when Bitcoin just nukes their ass. Wow. Look at the 95.4 by the end of the year. Go Bitcoin. $315,000. We hit $315,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. Might need a new wolf at the helm. I might just disappear. This is probably $1 million. Oh my goodness, $1.6 million Bitcoin. Holy crap. So let's 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. Let's move this to a 9. Actually, let's turn that off. Let's put these PBs. Oh, it is 9. Perfect. They're all set on 9. Yeah, what am I doing? We already looked at this. Jesus, God. Yeah, so this mean, that means back down there under 40. Now, if we were to get more downside, that I could see this mean maybe getting tested on the weekly, really shake some people out and then just rip. Then just absolutely rip. And so from this projection, 95.4 is $200,000 Bitcoin. 68.3 is about 75K. Maybe we have looked at this before because those numbers are ringing a bell. Let me some log change. Come on, index. That is. Oh, what am I doing? Ding, 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 ding. Got the wrong PBs on, folks. Need PB2. There we go. This is on the monthly. That's what I really want to do. Here, I'll show you something. Oh, look at that. That's party time right there. Who was involved in this, right? We've got a lot of new I mean, there's very few people that were back here in 2015. Literally, on this low right here, I was not involved yet. Where did I get in? I got in right through here at the beginning of 2016. Right? That's where I will even. Where's it at? Right here. One of these 2 months, March or April. I mean, I could actually look, but yeah, to my other 5 gentlemen behind the scenes. This is when it all happened right here, boy. I can't remember which month, but that's the month where I got involved. I should have been involved, right? My cousin's buying Bitcoin off of Mt. Gox, I think when was he buying? 2012, maybe? Idiot, buying shit on the Silk Road, selling it on the Fish Tour, instead of just keeping. He literally went through 20 to 30,000 Bitcoins, not dollars. He went through 20 to, he can't remember how many, 20 to 30,000 Bitcoins. He'd be a billionaire right now. Instead, he's teaching in the public school system. He's not very happy. Let me get this measuring tool. Show you something real cool. Oh, and I'll have to switch it to normal distribution too. So where is September? Bam, right there. 73 bars. So 2 first. Normal distribution. 73. Show you how powerful this is. Is that right? Yep. Okay. I mean, what sticks out right now? This is why, if you would have had this, right, you would have known what was going on. See, we had a rejection off this is normal distribution now, right? It's down a little bit. This is the bell curve in normal distribution. Get this vertical off, just hanging out all getting a complex. We rejected off the first standard deviation right here. Boom, rejection, rejection. Then it finally broke up above. This is the run from $234, right? $234 back in September of 15. And there was a little hype building right here. This is where I really realized that something was special about Bitcoin, right? But this was the run to 20K. And you can see what stifled all that price action. Then the second standard deviation, normal distribution, right? And then we get the so-called bear market. Bitcoin, in my opinion, has never had a bear market. It's just had some little pullbacks. I mean, this thing is just, it's been straight up ever since, really. Look what supported, right? That's the low at $3,100. That was the first standard deviation, normal distribution. Then we get to run up to 14K. If it wouldn't have been for this little scamdemic crap, I think this would have been taken off. But then the COVID dump right here, right? Candle closed above first standard deviation, and we bounced off of it again. So, do I think this projection is still valid? It very well could be. And if we make a run by, let's move this out a bit. Let me see here. You know what? Let me flip this on Laplace distribution. Yeah, you can see the difference, right, from normal and Laplace distribution. It's back on. Projecting. Oh, that's 30. Yes, it was. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't that wick on normal distribution? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, maybe I was. Oh, it was check. Because if I remember correctly, man, those wicks hit that to the T. To the T. Yeah, it's not going to populate. Maybe it was drift off. Okay. Good though, right? See how this works. Powerful, powerful, powerful. So this being the monthly, some fun quick. Yeah, it's not going to go back. We might get it to the down candle back here. No, there's not going to be enough history. We're lucky to get this projection to populate, just because there's not enough history on the chart, right? But it's great this does project. Would be nice, but because we're not getting enough history, that's why we're not projecting into the future, right? Usually PB2 will project as many candles into the future as you are back, right? So it should be, I mean, we should be able to get a read out to 2026. You know what? If I move this up to the 20K high, see here, we can get some move into the future here. Or let's just do it from the, right here. From the pullback from 20K, 32 bar. Oh, yeah, we're still not able to get it. This is interesting though too. That's what stalled out the 4K. Boom. Then bam. That wick is out there. Yeah. Retested the main stuff. But yeah, we're not going to get, there's just not enough history to a projection into the future, which is a little sad. On my frown face. Team bars. So maybe just one. We almost made a run to that 3SD right after the COVID dump. So this on the boss. Yeah, that monthly chart just isn't. We're not going to get a projection into the future. Yeah, you can see from after the COVID dump, this recent pullback right down here, right, dropped under 30K. The top side of the 95.4 supporting price action. And if you could literally project this to the end of the year, wow, it's like $700,000 Bitcoin. About all-time high. If we end up at the top of the 95.4. And the mean obviously is down here. Wow, under 300. Don't see it happening. Let's see. Yeah, Telog for sure. Should have already read this. Let me go back over there. Probably everybody's tired of hearing me. Can you explain why the 3 VRs? Because it paints a picture. First, you got to learn how to read one. And I've got them set at, I mean, it's no mystery. Like I've got a length on this low length AVR is set to like a 525, I believe, or a 636. One of them, I think it's a 525 actually. I always use square roots, right? So this one's set at a 525. This one is set at a 981. If you want to know what the high length one is, just go up in square roots, look at my chart, reverse engineer it. It's not hard. Because I really don't like to give this number out, but that's all I got to do. Just look at my chart, reverse engineer it. So I have 3 different levels, and depending on what each one of them is telling you, you can kind of paint a picture, especially on high time frame, of what's really going on. And all of them are positively correlated. right? You've got the low length, though. The low length is actually on a daily. The low length contracted, positively correlated. So since this volatility candle didn't get up to the next one, that's why this daily candle has actually been down today. But you can see on the 981, it's actually expanded a little bit, right? Positively correlated. This is positively correlated, but it's flat. That is usually a walk down as well. So you've literally got the high length and the low length saying down, the mid length saying up. That is going to create a down day, especially this high length AVR, very powerful. It's going to overpower, especially if it's got a partner, right? And it's the low length and the high length that are both saying down. And you can see too, the entropy candle right here, the dark green, the log returns are above the mean, but they are decreasing. And at the same time, the entropy is going to random. So there's really no trend cooking right now. It's what's great about this entropy. Time the trend, real trend started, you'll see that entropy pop. But that's why I use 3. But this is some pretty advanced stuff to be able to read all 3 together. That's why we're creating this volatility panel where you're going to be able to look at it, and like this top one's going to say, so if you're positively correlated and contracting, right, it's going to say walk down. When you're positively correlated and expanding, it's going to say pump, right? Price action is going to pump. And if the volatility is pretty much leveled out, especially between these, considering it's the same height as the previous or the day before, I would say this is pretty level out, and that's going to say walk down. So you're going to have 2 saying walk down, 1 saying pump. So you can pretty much, that it's not going to dump, right? It's just walking down today. That's all it's doing. You've got 2 saying walk down. You've got 1 saying up. That it pump. That's why I use 3. I used to just use this 981. And so right now I'd be like, well, what the hell? It's saying we should be pumping. Well, hell, we had a pullback today, right? So if anything is what this is going to create, because this is a strong length, but you're going to get a doji on the daily. What's going to happen? It's a big fat one too, right? You're going to have a bull wick and a bear wick. Look at the daily, man. It came down and tested this freaking MA to the dollar. That's where it's bounced. What was our low? $47.31. We bounced from there. Wow. Right there too. And this is what I'm doing constantly. I'm looking for confluences. But I'm surprised this area has not been tested. Because here in what? We've got 9 more 15-minute candles. This is all going to change. I mean, this daily level and these 2 4-hour levels are going to be gone. The bottom of the weekly range is still going to be there, right? So when we populate a new day, I'm going to be looking. Is there confluence down here anymore? Like coming into yesterday, remember? I wasn't talking about 46.6 area. I was talking about 46.1 area because there was a lot of confluence here. There was power mean stuff down there. This area though, this is like a magnet. I'm surprised it didn't get tested right here. Just a quick wick. Boom. Because now look, boom, we're doing exactly what I thought. You know, if we busted back up inside this 68.3 range, we're probably going to go up and test the center of this daily volatility range, where the top side of the 68.3 on this 4-hour candle. I mean, this is actually good because this new daily range is going to be right in the same area. The bulls are going to try to push this up above the weekly range, right? The bulls want to close this up above 48K would be great. The bulls could close up here, right in this area. That would be, because then it's going to be above the new daily range, come down, bounce, and we could take off from it. We could take off. But it would have been nice to come down and test this area. That was a high area. And I haven't traded in 2 days. It's been chilling, letting price action shake out. But I've been taking care of stuff. Jesus. There's not a she-wolf in the den right Old Wolfie's got a degree. Got to fend for himself. Plus, take care of 3 massive dogs. All right, let's see here. Yeah, definitely. That's good to have. A little volatility cheat sheet that they like to pass around in the other place, but say that we don't know what we're talking about. They're right. It's all narrative. They're a bunch of goof asses that don't trade. So trust me, if you're a volatility trader, you're in the right place. You are in the right place. It's the only place to be, in our opinion. The only people that actually traded all the time left. We're here. We are here. We could reject here, though. Like I said, I've been talking all day about this area. So, and now the down here. I mean, here was a little more. On that 4-hour candle, we had the 2SD Laplace distribution and 3SD normal distribution. That's like a magnet for price action. And you can see, man, when you get an area like this, it's like a magnet for price action, just like this area right here, this top of the daily, top of the weekly range, center of the daily. You've got this Laplace distribution level, or this Laplace probability level. You've got the 4-hour 1SD to the top side. This is like a magnet. So you got a battle going on right here, right? You got 2 magnets pulling on this price action. Right here, whoa, nope, whoa. So it's just a continuous battle. That's what this indicator is great at. Showing you where these areas are, right? Where people are trading TA, they're just looking at all this goofy stuff. This is something that you can give credibility to, right? We're talking about probability levels and price action volatility ranges. This is what the big algorithms are working off of, you know? So considering 80-90% of the trading going on in Bitcoin is being done by these algorithms, you know, you'd think that people would figure it out, but they don't. They'd rather draw freaking shapes on the chart and use Fibonacci levels. Fibonacci, in my opinion, has no place in trading, to be honest. It really doesn't. It definitely has a place in this world. It's very creative. Everything in creation built off the Fibonacci. But when it comes to trading, come on. It's just so you might as well have like the moon phase chart up, right? Oh, full moon, we're going to dump pump. Silly, where it's all about math. And even before I got into trading probability and statistics and volatility, well, I was into just plain volatility first. But all 3 of them together, I was always using numbers, always using powerful numbers. I realized way back when that math had a lot to do with this, in that using square roots, using master numbers like 11, 22, 33, 44, things of that nature, programming length and whatnot. But then when I started trading volatility, you know, I realized that square roots were something to build your volatility model off of. And actually, you know, the guy that really came out with a volatility indicator agreed with me about the square roots. But now says I'm crazy. Clowns. Absolute clowns. That's why I'll have real random lengths sometimes. Like you'll see me using an 11 length or a 22 or all kinds of wild stuff. Or multiples of 3, 6, or 9. Very powerful. And if you take square roots, right, like a 636 or a 981, and you add all of those together usually and break them down to one number, it's gonna be a 3, 6, or a 9. Do that with like the first 10 square roots and tell me what you come up with. It'll shock you. You'll be like, oh shit, maybe there is something. That's why one of the smartest guys ever in history, in my opinion, Nikola Tesla, he's huge on the 369. Huge. There's a reason. There is a reason. Okay. Correlation look back. No. On the AVRs, I always use a 10. Yeah, I mean, if you want really quick stuff, you learn on a 10. You set the correlation on a 5. There's going to be so many breaks in correlation. It's incredible. 10 I have found to be really good. I'll set it on a 5 when I'm doing my coefficient of variation. That's where you want your variance length and your correlation length to be identical. 10, 10, 15, 15, 20, 20, 5, 5. And you'll see why. And I usually leave mine set on a 5, 5. 100%. And then you get, that's the blue line up here, and this is the correlation of it down here. And there's a lot of breaks in correlation. So when you learn how to read all that, fantastic. Fantastic. Let's go down here. Let's see if we go there. It's 15 minutes. I have a feeling we are, yep. Hidden bear, though. Hidden bear. Yep. 2 stacks. Actually, down. Variance down. Take a peek here. I mean, it's actually the C-score is building some bold. Actually, same with. I mean, you go on your length. There was bold. I'm surprised that algorithm print that. That's why we got this little jump that we just did. 45 minutes here. Oh shit. Wallet. Check. Yeah. Shit. I have to sync up my wallets every way it didn't take freaking a week to do it. This baby's definitely in the 45-minute step. Creating a little bull div though. We are at some really low confidence. I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin is very, very close to just ripping. 90 minutes definitely been printing all bull div. But if this variance turns back into positive correlation, price 46.3. Look at that. What was that, the 90 minute? Right at 750. You watch by the end of the day. I'm going to laugh. We do get a rip down here. This is a strong magnet. It's like I didn't think I had enough coffee after I drank my 32 ounce this morning that I make myself. Pretty strong name espresso. So I decided to go to Dutch Brothers and get a large mocha. Not realizing they put 4 shots of espresso in it. So yeah, if I seem scatterbrained, I'm on enough caffeine for everybody in this chat right now. I'll probably be trading all night. What is it, Thursday? Yeah, I'm not going to be around tomorrow either. So, not doing stream. Gosh, he'll be stuff. So he's still setting stuff up and whatnot. But it's like, I got a tea time. That's right. Time to go. Take some money out at the golf course. That's another thing Bilbo does very well. Should never judge a book by its cover. I'll tell you what, he'd be a great twosome. Me and Alice Cooper, right? People look at Alice Cooper and go, that guy can't play golf. He'll go out there and take all your money. At one time, he's a scratch golfer. He's a really good golfer. I was a 2 handicap for a long time. Now at 52, I'm still probably about a 5. So, sitting here. Sleeved like Alice Cooper, sleeve with tattoos, freaking going out there just spanking people. It just burns their ass. How is this guy beating me? Because he's played golf since he was 4. Let's see here. Anybody got any questions? Time is it? 2:53 for the last 7. Pop down daily. There we go. I see the Scaria typing. Good, good. Reload this. Take a run down there like $900, but make it look like I know what I'm talking about. And for closing all these 90 minutes, this Gaussian mean, there hasn't been a flush yet that I'm expecting. I mean, at least to this second standard deviation band. And that's right there, 46.6, 46.7 area. And we are expanding on the high length, and it just flipped into negative correlation, rejecting our mean. A little slip down here. Yeah, cool. Cool. And that fact doc, man, that thing's probably getting overhauled all the time. I know there was a lot of stuff that needed to be taken out from other indicators that we're not promoting or using. And then we're going to have a lot in there about all indicators, especially the combo ones like Wolfsbane. But this was just like I slammed this thing together and these guys coded it up real fast, which was awesome. Then, you know, we'll explain about the volatility panel we're making, and we'll explain this baby right here. You're going to know, right? Because you should be able to take one peek at this. You're going to be able to set it up however you want too. So, and you might have to overlay some distribution levels on top of the one we're making, right, to even get more action on it. Because Pine, you can only do so much with Pine, right? You can only do so much with Pine. But, yeah, trying to solve that problem of having to use Pine. Wink, wink. Let's see here. MJ's like, damn it. I just can't shut up. Let's see here. About 2 hours. I'm trying to do something. Where'd this wick go? Give me that distribution. This down here. Yep, same area. 46.6. Bottom power mean on the 2 hour. 46K. Bands are starting to squeeze in a lot of time. Another one. We're doing upgrades at these deviation bands. So they're not out yet either. That's going to be another indicator to go along with DLP. Second one's probably there. Yep. 46.5. God, there is so much down in that area. Not only this pile of madness, there are so many power means, deviation bands. It doesn't mean that it has to go down the same. I'm a little surprised it never fully got. Oh! It's going to be a fun weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful. Beautiful. The enforcer coming forward with the info. That is a wonderful. Check something out real quick. There it is. Now, if you know what that GIF means. That is our artillery. Yasha is the GIF meme master. Yeah, Donnie, I'll check that baby out as soon as this is done. Bring these dogs out and come back and play with it. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up anyway. So like I said, unless something happens and I don't play tomorrow, I'm definitely not going to be. But I'll do one on Saturday. I'll do a live stream on Saturday. Unless Yasha wants to pick it up, or maybe Andy and MJ can just get on, talk. Trust me. It's like I don't know. I don't want to feel like I hog the screen. Anybody can talk, right? Anybody has any questions? I know a lot of people just like me to ramble. But yeah, anybody can talk. So what's great about this Discord, especially when we open it back up, we get people joining. These live streams are going to go off. If you remember back in the Shire days, we were having people, and they were getting really good, but then somebody's ego just couldn't handle the fact that somebody actually knows how to trade and could teach people how to trade volatility, probability, statistics, not just make the indicators, but actually teach people how to use them. And that all got ruined. Yeah, good. Yeah, I recommend that for everybody. Be active. Be active. Good things can happen, right? And if you ever have any insights into any of the indicators or anything that people have, don't be afraid to speak up, right? Chances are it's something we've already looked at, but you never know. You never know, right? You could be on to something. You know, hey, these indicators, you can overlay them, you can do all kinds of things, try new things out with lengths and whatnot. And if you ever find something, you don't want to maybe share it publicly, DM one of them. You know, could be something special. Yeah, general voice. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, anybody in here can stream anytime they want in general. I mean, hell, you can get on Alpha. If your balls have dropped, jump on Alpha. Your balls have to be dropped there. You can't be a whelp. But that being said, if you are watching this on YouTube for the first time, you've already realized, yes, I'm a madman. But what do we do here at Alpha Trading? We trade volatility, probability, and statistics. That's what we do. We teach people how to trade volatility, probability, and the Discord is going to be opened back up to the general public soon. It's going to be very exclusive place, right? Just think of it as an exclusive cigar club, right? There's going to be a $10 fee per month to join this club, and that's going to give you the opportunity to come in and learn how to trade volatility, probability, statistics, to sift through the amazing amount of educational material we have, to be part of these live streams, not just on YouTube. You can come in, you can get on the live stream, you can speak up, you can be part of the live stream, and you will get the opportunity, right? You will get the opportunity to see the indicators that we have available. Okay, very powerful. That is one thing. Like when you join a exclusive cigar club, you don't know what kind of cigars they sell until you pay the membership fee and you get inside, right? That's what we're all about. We know what we're doing here, and people that have already joined us know what we're doing here, and it's very powerful. We're trying to help retail traders out of that funk, right? We want everybody to make money, not just the high frequency trading firm, right? These hedge funds, people that are been raping retail traders for days, using volatility, probability, and statistics. All this, everything you see on this chart right here, they've been using this for decades, right? But they're not sharing this with the general public. They don't want retail traders to know what their algos are freaking tuned to, right? Not at all. This is what they're programming all of their trading algos to. So if you like what you see here, give us a thumbs up on the videos. Definitely hit the subscription. You're definitely going to want to know when we put out these videos. And that being said, I want to thank everybody for being in the live stream today. We had a nice group of people as usual. And wherever you are, beautiful, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We will all be in the chats here shortly. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. See you guys.